This year in math, we are going to be doing math warm-ups, and sometimes we'll be doing Saxon power-ups out of our textbooks, and sometimes you'll see things on the smart board. So today I just wanted to introduce you to 3 of those different strategies that Ms. Dersch might use. The first one is called How Did We Get Here? And with this strategy, you'll always see a number on the smart board. Today you see the number 19. And the question you're trying to solve is, how could we get to 19? Well, one of the examples is 17 plus 2. That's a really simple way, right? And I know you can think of more difficult ways. I want you to go above and beyond. I want you to explore creative ways to solve this problem. Use all your math operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. There's infinite possibilities. Use everything you know and have learned about math so far. You could use things like negative numbers, fractions, parentheses. You might incorporate a square root into the problem, use decimals, use a multiple step problem. So have some fun, turn to in your math journal to the next page, and I want you to solve as many different ways that you can to get to the number 19, and then we will share out in just a second. Another strategy I like to use is called What's the Question? In this strategy, you'll see a picture on the smart board. And today you see a picture of a rock concert. So when you see a picture like this, you're thinking to yourself, what question could we ask, even if we don't know how to answer it yet? And don't worry, you don't have to answer it. So think of some really difficult questions. Be creative. Use some of the math vocabulary that we've used in the class so far. You might say something like, what's the total number of people at this concert? How much money was the average ticket? How many t-shirts were sold? Those are some of the questions that I thought of, but I'm sure you can think of many more. So turn in your math notebook and try to think of a couple questions that you could ask about this picture. I'm going to pause and then we'll share out. The next strategy that I will use is a strategy called Who Doesn't Belong? And you will see a set of numbers on the board for this strategy. The numbers that you see today are 7, 14, 21, and 28. Well, at first you might automatically think, well, the pattern is counting by multiples of 7. But that's not what I'm asking you to look for. I'm not asking you for the pattern. I'm asking you which number doesn't belong. And again, with this strategy, there are many, many different solutions. So you might think for this strategy that 7 doesn't belong because 7 is the only prime number in this set. Another one I thought of was 21. Can anyone guess why 21 wouldn't belong? Well, the reason I think 21 doesn't belong is because if you double 7, you get 14. And if you double 14, you get 28. So that's why 21 doesn't belong. Can you think of any other ways to answer the question who doesn't belong with this set of numbers? Why don't you jot that down in your math notebook and then we'll share out.